people in the east, in the west, in the south, in the north. We should shut down the National Assembly. Let's shut down. If we cannot save this country, we stay in our homes. Our country is bleeding. People are in poverty. There's no food. People are hungry. Insecurity is threatening us. We cannot pretend. It's better we are not here than to not see that here people are dying. Every day Nigerians are dying. We must rise to the occasion. As for me, Mr. President, we need not run away from the fact that more than ever before in the history of our nation, this is the worst instability we are facing. In fact, this is worse than the Civil War. Mr. President, the solution is very simple. Today, there are a lot of misgiving, a lot of misinterpretations of what is happening. Some people believe, some people in government are supporting this move. Some people believe, some people sponsor those who are destabilizing our nation within the country. The answer is very simple. We cannot pretend that we are capable of confronting the situation in our hands. America, as powerful as they are, when the pandemic came, got to a point that China had to claim, they came to their rescue. We shouldn't pretend that we needed foreign support now. Let nobody deceive us, Mr. President. A lot of billions of naira have been voted for security services. Nothing is coming out of it. We wouldn't wait until our nation gets bombed. Let us shout and call for foreign support. I am a APC man and I've been supporting my party. But the president should get to know that it has gotten to a point that we who are supporters, who are members of the APC, we can no longer keep quiet. The president must rise to the occasion. You know why I say we you will not see the truth and you are afraid to say it because you will die. We must open, Mr. President. The nation is on fire. The president must rise to the occasion. It costs us nothing to get foreign support. We must rise to the occasion. We must bring in people to save this country, or else we will be consumed. Every one of us will have a chapter for history. Whenever the history of this period will be written, whatever is our position, we have a chapter. We cannot keep quiet any longer. It has gotten to a point that we cannot sleep with our two eyes closed. We are not free. Our children are not free. The president must rise to the occasion. There's no nation that is so powerful that it doesn't need support of other nations. Individuals cannot say you will leave the world without any other person with you. So we must rise. The situation is our security system has collapsed. It has failed. And because it has failed, we need to look for foreign support. It costs Nigeria nothing. Forget the ego, forget the superiority of Nigeria in African nations. Today, we are facing serious problems. If our nation is to survive this period, I'm not in doubt that the security architecture we have today cannot cope with what we are facing. Every part of this country is threatened. From the north to the south, nobody is safe. Nobody can travel 50 kilometers in our nation. I feel like shedding tears for a country that we grew up, where nobody harasses you when you travel from Lagos to Maiduguri. I done it in times past. Today, I cannot travel from here to Kaduna to Niger State where I was born. The president must know that this is a bad time for our nation. We must look for foreign support to save this nation. This is my position, Mr. President. We must rise to it. They are killing people in the east, in the west, in the south, in the north. We should shut down the National Assembly. Let's shut down. If we cannot save this country, we stay in our homes. Our country is bleeding. People are in poverty. There's no food. People are hungry. Insecurity is threatening us. We cannot pretend. It's better we are not here than to not see that here people are dying. Every day Nigerians are dying. We must rise to the occasion. As for me, Mr. President.
Let me say very clearly, because there's no time, we must understand fundamentally what the Nigerian security architecture is about. Nigeria security is not meant for Nigerians. Nigeria security system is for the elites, those in power. Nigeria security system, therefore, operates what is known as a police state. All our policemen, our electronic system, our investment in recruitment, the judiciary, is meant to protect those who are in charge of Nigeria, the owners of Nigeria. Abuja tells you all of it. You find more policemen about 1 mile square here that you can find where Boko Haram is ravaging Nigeria. I drove from Zamfara, or was it Kebbi, to Sokoto. There was no single checkpoint. But if you threaten the Nigerian ruling class today, you will find that you have security in this country. And as most of you know, I'm a regular with the courts. I have over 3 criminal cases, including one that will come up tomorrow for cyber crime. I have another one, treasonable felony. My prosecutor before is seated here, S.A.N. Liman, who prosecuted me unsuccessfully for treason, and after that he abandoned the prosecution. I haven't seen him until today. So I greet you. You are welcome. He's now representing Emiloko. And I must say to you as well that for us to get a Nigerian security system for the Nigerian people, the Nigerian people must be able to vote for a Nigerian leader. Because any leader that is voted for religious reason is going to be the leader for the religious movement. That is voted on ethnic basis can only represent his ethnic concern. Any leader that is voted on the basis of any primordial sentiment will only represent that primordial sentiment. This is why
they wouldn't do much better, because for the fact that they, in this time of our dark history, that we are in famine, that we are not producing, that there is nothing to eat, the military, they are living fat, going with the escort, celebrating their birthday, that of their family. At this time, we don't have any results apart from revolution. The only thing that will change our life as a people is that we'll come out and march the government of the day down.
So revolution is the way forward.
That is the way forward. Yes. Okay. So look at the situation of what happened in France. The other time, their citizens, they came up and said they don't want this. Whereby you know that somebody in power, you are not the person who voted the person in power. The very person in power knows that it's not your own vote that brought him to power. You understand? Literally, the person owes you nothing. So Tinubu himself said it was his turn to take over the affairs of Nigeria. And he came and brutalized Nigerians, stole their mandate, and came into power through the back door. So if you as a Nigerian is hoping that Tinubu of a person will change your course as a Nigerian, you are mad.
But he's your candidate now. You are APC, or you want to take exception?
No, for now, let me tell you something. Tinubu himself, tribalism has eaten deep into Nigeria. You understand? Just when like
the election, you are happy.
Yes. Do you know why I was happy? Yeah. Do you know why I was happy that Tinubu won an election? Because I told them normally that they shouldn't go and cast their vote, that their vote will not count. I told them, especially those people from Labour Party, I told them your vote will not count. They said no, you should not disenfranchise them. You should allow them to exercise their civic